Starkhaven will not submit. I put that idiot Goran Vale into the prince's seat, but the other families won't heed him. I must marry him to Flora and solidify our hold. But I need more power.
I've given you much. Your desires run deep. You've already traded your husband and your children. What more can you offer?
At the Blooming Rose, 50 silver's standard for a whore.
You'll hardly find my services standard.
Who is this? Who are you? How did you get here? Sebastian!
You were my mother's friend. How could you murder her?
Such an ugly word. I prefer remove the only obstacle between her and her dreams.
This was your idea.
I could create such desires if I wished. But it's far easier to nurture those that already exist. The desire for power is easy to find. You and your friend both possess it, do you not? You both wish to rise.
Not if it meant selling out my family.
How loyal were your friends to you? Everyone has a price. Everyone wants something.
Do not listen to her.
Oh, such a pious soul, masking so much ambition. Are you so different from my lady? You yearn for the same lands, the same power.
I am the rightful heir. She is a usurper and murderer.
You swore to put aside worldly goods and ambitions, but they couldn't stop you from wanting them.
You'll be a good ruler. It doesn't matter what you do to get there.
I'm not acting from ambition. I only want what's best for my people.
For the people who'll adore you. All those smiles they used to save for your brother. Now you'll be the shining prince. All you have to do is kill anyone in your way.
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for Lady Harriman's soul. Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for
Sebastian, I am so sorry is such an inadequate word. When I think what Mother made us do, what those creatures made us do.
We were friends, Flora.
It was like a cloud came down on me. All I could feel or think was what the demon allowed.
Did your mother order the attack on Sebastian's family?
She did. You know Mother, Sebastian. She was always jealous of your parents. The demon twisted that until it was all she could think of. She was determined to seize Starkhaven for herself.
Was your mother a mage? How did she find this demon?
We've never had magic in our line. Perhaps that made Mother too confident. She thought she could deal with the demon and not fall prey to it. Those ruins there were unearthed when we expanded the house. Mother found the demon inside. I think she had signed her bargain before we even knew.
So you get all the debauchery and none of the blame?
I wish I was so lucky. Do not suggest I did this by choice.
It's a demon of desire, Flora, not coercion. It can't tempt you with anything you truly don't want.
If it takes every last coin my family owns, I will make reparations to everyone we've wronged. Starting with you, Sebastian. We weren't the only ones vying for Starkhaven. If you face more opposition, you have my support.
It will not make up for what happened.
No, that's true.
I'll tell you when I need you.
Only that would possible.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport?
Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must...
Would you be... Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Don't tell me you're going to miss all the attention.
Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You take a breath and look around. And start anew.
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You don't know who you were?
Fenris was the name Denarius bestowed upon me. His little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
More problems than you normally do, I assume. You're a beautiful woman, Hawke. Is there no one else who has your attention?
Do you see anyone else here?
I'm an escaped slave and an elf, living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you?
And I'm an apostate refugee. Does that bother you?
You have me there. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
Have you heard from your brother? Is he happy? With the Templars, I mean.
Why trouble yourself over him?
I know how hard it is to give up everything and live among strangers. I worry about him. And not just for his sake.
Carver hates being happy. It interferes with his brooding.
The poor boy. I know he was angry when he left, but this wasn't your fault. One day he'll understand you were trying to protect him.
I can see it now. The apostate and the Templar running from opposite ends of the gallows to embrace each other.
Oh, that would be darling. But how would you arrange to be on opposite sides of the gallows? Things will be all right. Somehow. By the Dread Wolf!
Why is my house always such a mess when people are here?
And that will, stop the itch.
Yes. Though I would stay away from women you meet in the port. Pirates tend to dock in unsavory places.
I heard that.
Just use the salve if it comes back.
Excuse me.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
I can't say you've been keeping a low profile.
The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Justice must not know where to turn first.
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
You chose to merge with him. Only you can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirk will have to choose a side.
Nari don't never get sick.
I hear a mine. Outside the city is hiring for Eldons.
Are you an Andrastian, Fenris?
If I say no, will you attempt to convert me?
Breaks an temple.
Many.
Hunters.
Stop right there! You are in possession of stolen property. Back away from the slave now and you'll be spared.
Fenris is a free man.
I won't repeat myself. Back away from the slave now! I am not your slave!
Trying to leave the pretty ones alive! Stand! Got a little something for you! I won't die here! Let's finish this! Go down!
Where is he?
Please, don't kill me.
Tell me!
I don't know. I don't know, I swear. Adriana brought us. She's at the holding caves north of the city. I can show you the way.
No need. I know which ones you speak of.
Then let me go. I beg you. I swear
You chose the wrong master. Hadriana. I was a fool to think I was free. They'll never let me be.
This is someone you know.
My old master's apprentice. I remember her well. A sniveling social climber that would sell her own children if she thought it would please Daenerys. If she's here, it's at his bidding. He knew he wouldn't let this go.
Then why are we standing around?
The holding caves held slaves in the old times, but apparently they are no longer abandoned. We must go quickly, before Hadriana has a chance to prepare, or flee.
No more. Still have arrows.
like me to make pigs fly?
We must be careful. There were many such holdings once, especially in the mountains, where individual slavers kept private pens. They were designed to protect against raids by fellow slavers. No doubt it's why Hadriana chose this place.
Do slavers attack each other often?
They did. What better way to find slaves than to steal them? The holdings outside of Tevinter have mostly been abandoned, but they still exist.
Maybe she wanted to redecorate. Add a few flowers.
She's not a flowers kind of woman. Let's hope this isn't a waste of time. They're still here. Good. See for yourself. The legacy of the Magisters.
They kill the slaves for their blood.
In a society where mages rule, they find many ways to justify their need for power. Did they touch you?
They've been killing everyone. They cut Papa, bled him.
Why? Why would they do this?
No wonder the Maker left his children.
The Magister. She said she needed power, that someone was coming to kill her. We tried to be good. We did everything we were told. She loved Papa's soup. I don't understand.
Is the Magister still here?
I think so. The Magister said they were to prepare for battle. I think she's very frightened.
She has every reason to be.
Please don't hurt her. She'll be so angry if you hurt her.
You're just a slave to them. Property to be used.
Everything was fine until today.
It wasn't. You just didn't know any better.
Are you my master now?
No.
But I can cook. I can clean. What else will I do?
If you go to Kirkwall, I can help you.
Yes? Oh, praise the Maker. Thank you.
I didn't realize you were in the market for a slave.
I gave her a job, Fenris.
Ah, then that's good. My apologies. Let's find Hadriana and be done with this place.
You do not want me dead!
There is only one person I want dead more.
I have information, Elf, and I will trade it in return for my life.
Ha! The location of Denarius. What good will that do me? I'd rather he lose his pet pupil.
You have a sister. She is alive. You wish to reclaim your life? Let me go, and I will tell you where she is.
How do we know you're even telling the truth?
You don't. But I knew Fenris, and I knew what he's searching for. If he wants me to betray Denarius, he'll have to pay for it.
This is your call.
So I have your word. I tell you, and you let me go.
Yes. You have my word.
Her name is Verania. She is in Carinus, serving a magister by the name of Ahriman.
A servant, not a slave.
She's not a slave.
I believe you. We are done here.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. This could be a trap. Denarius could have sent Hadriana here to tell me about this sister. Even if he didn't, trying to find her would still be suicide. Denarius has to know about her and has to know that Hadriana knows. But all that matters is I finally got to crush this bitch's heart. May she rot, and all the other mages with her.
Maybe we should leave.
Don't comfort me. You saw what was done here. There's always going to be some reason, some excuse why mages need to do this. Even if I've found my sister, who knows what the Magisters have done to her? What has magic touched that it doesn't spoil? I need to go.
Continue harassing our hunting parties, Templar, and there will be consequences.
Hand over Fainreal. You heathens have no idea of the danger an apostate poses.
Elves were using magic when your primitive ancestors still lived like beasts. If you dare interrogate one of my hunters again...
The Maker be my witness. I will bring Fainreal to the gallows.
Hawke, you may want to leave before this gets messy.
Are you actually planning to attack Templars?
This Shem caught one of our Dalen hunters. She tortured the boy with fire while she interrogated him about Fainreal.
That's nothing compared to what we'll do if you don't hand over the apostate.
This is your last chance to leave and avoid bloodshed, Hawke.
You'd torture and kill the Dalish for just one apostate?
I don't care a jot about these knife ears, but Fainreal slipped through our fingers. No one escapes the Knight Commander.
We would sooner die than turn him over to you.
If Fainreal is that dangerous, let him stay with the Dalish.
Why would I do that?
Either he snaps and the Dalish kill him, or he escapes and you capture him without risking your men. You win either way.
There is wisdom in that, I suppose. Very well. You Dalish have fun with Fainreal.
Violence would not have helped my people, Maseranis. I notice you talk about vulgar things quite a bit.
Do you want me to stop? Do I make you uncomfortable?
It was just an observation, really.
It's a bad habit I picked up spending years with foul-mouthed pirates. Pirates only care about a small number of very specific things. The sea, strong drink, and booty. Both kinds.
If you walk the paths of Sundermount, walk softly. Something out there hungers for the unwary.
Watch your steps, Jan. You don't know how many Dalish arrows are trained on you right now.
If you walk the paths of Sundermount, walk softly.
A storm is coming. I can smell it.
Andarana to Shanhok.
You've returned. Is there something you need?
Are you a specialist? What sort of things do you make?
A Dalish crafter does many things. We create weapons, armor, anything our clan has need of.
I don't need anything right now.
Of course. They'll learn which...
I may have to crack their skulls to get the knowledge inside, but they'll learn.
It's like you haven't moved in 3 years.
It's easier for people to find me this way. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes. That turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
And here I was hoping you'd forgotten.
If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
So, I noticed some notes on the table the other day. Interesting.
All right. Let's just get this over with.
A duel?
No, the sermon. The finger-wagging, the guilt trips. Telling me how an unexamined life isn't worth living.
I wasn't going to...
You weren't? You weren't going to tell me to comfort the needy and give freely of myself?
From what I hear, you already give yourself quite freely.
Ooh, you got me there.
What are you looking at? Are you one of them?
I'd like to, sweet thing, but I can't.
Don't ingest the merchandise. It's not recommended.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawke. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
I suppose after the whole business with Carver, it's a good idea to hang on to what you've got. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawke. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started? The truth is
Isabella said the next time we came here, she would teach me to do something called body shots.
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for Lady Harriman's soul.
I once knew a sailor like you. We lost him in a hurricane. Very sad.
So he comes down wearing nothing but his bill.
Why do you even like me? I must seem so dull. What brought this on? Your life has been so exciting. The adventures, the duels, the passionate love affairs. Compared to that, my life is a stale, dry biscuit. I wish I had your life.
No, you don't want my life.
Why?
Because you have a good heart, and you deserve better.
Parvalin?
If we kill
You're looking well. My store is much better stocked, thanks to you. If you're interested in hunting down more ingredients, I can make other creations. And of course, I'll pay you for your work.
Sure. Just let me know what you need.
Perfect. I have a list of ingredients right here. The Dalish actually agreed to part with the ink. Or did you...
I don't understand. It held an enchantment just yesterday.
Andraste herself said magic is a curse. We're lucky. To have a way to combat demonic. Through the love of the Maker.
The Knight Commander found Grace and the other Starkhaven mages. They're still in quarantine.
I can't keep the lyrium on the docks. Maybe dump it in the sea?
Hello, Emmerich. The guard captain says you're still chasing disappearing acts.
That's not funny. I need your help urgently. I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Merrin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Dupuis? That's a funny name.
It's Orlesian. I believe he is descended from nobility. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something. The guards raided his mansion and found nothing. They were forced to apologize, and I was reprimanded. Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
Were you the only person investigating these murders?
Yes, unfortunately. The Templar Order believes this is a matter for the City Guard. And the City Guard, well, they rejected my evidence and dismissed the murders as isolated incidents. They don't care either. Women are dying out there, and no one's doing anything.
I retrieved a sack of human remains for you. Didn't you show it to the guard?
I did. They said the remains could have been gathered together by scavengers looking for bits of gold and jewelry. They said there was no way to tell if the remains even belonged to the missing women. I had no choice but to continue the investigation on my own.
What have you learned about Gascard Dupuis?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
It should be investigated at least.
Thank you. I faced nothing but ridicule. To hear someone say that is encouraging.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
Sir Ulrich says the Rite of Tranquility is the only thing that can keep the souls of mages from the Vault.
You lied to me, but we caught these apostates anyway.
We have sword drills in the morning and study the charms in the afternoon.
Have you heard the Chant of Light?
That's the song they sing at the Chantry, right? It's pretty, but a little repetitive.
Then you know the story. How Andraste became the Maker's divine bride and convinced him to offer us a second chance.
Right, but I never understood why she had to die.
Her mortal husband betrayed her out of jealousy.
But if he wanted her to spread her faith, couldn't she do that better alive?
The Maker gave us free will. By his betrayal, Mafarath showed us that men were not yet worth saving.
I don't know. It's a nice story, but I think it's got some holes.
If you see a blonde elf girl, run. She's probably a blood mage.
Traveling with you is certainly broadening.
Market for something special, friend?
What do you need, love? Package delivery?
I'm Hawke. I got a letter from some mage friends.
I see, I see. Check the back of the board for our special rates.
Helping apostates is dangerous. If the Templars caught you...
One of my sisters is a mage. A gentle child, so generous. She was made tranquil last year. Templars claimed she was a danger. Now, it's like she's not there. That shouldn't be forced on anyone.
Oh, cloak and dagger phrases. How about the queasy crow flies at midnight?
How about the smart-mouthed Ferelden gets slapped across the face? The board has all the details. Should you take care of something, just drop by.
Hate solid ground. Rather get plenty.
You are Hawke. A patrol went missing along the Wounded Coast. The Arishok says you have some semblance of honor. So tell me, did you kill them?
If I did kill them, why would I tell you? You'd just attack me.
I seek an answer to a question. What has happened to the missing Karatam? Vengeance is not relevant to this task.
I can't be your only suspect. There's Coterie, Carter, Templars. Take your pick.
You think the boss in this city could fell a Karatam? Hardly. You are another matter. If you are not responsible, I waste my time here.
Enter if you must.
Serah Hawke.
Yes?
Last we met, I did not know your name. Did not care to. You have changed your fortune over the years. The Qunari have not. I offer a courtesy, Hawke. Someone has stolen what he thinks is the formula for Gatlock. You will want to hunt him.
Excuse me, but this sounds like quite the feat.
It was allowed. The stolen formula was a decoy. Sarkamek, a poison gas, not explosives. A small amount is dangerous enough to your kind, but if made in quantity, perhaps by someone intending to sell it.
That merchant, Javaris.
Would he be cautious? Or would he assume success and make enough to threaten a district? A courtesy, Hawke. You will want to hunt him.
So, how dangerous does this fake mixture become?
It is not a threat to Qunari. For your kind, it is as dangerous as those who breathe it.
No riddles, please.
The gas kills, but first it turns allies against their own in blind rage. So, the greater the skill of those sent against us, the more dangerous they become to their own people.
And you thought this was a good idea?
It is no longer our problem.
It took Javaris long enough to come up with this. Are you sure it was him?
Others have asked for the Gatlock, but only he chose to delude himself beyond no. Is 3 years so long to a hateful fool? I have no way of understanding such weakness. His crime seems obvious. Further evidence could be the deaths of many. I wouldn't wait.
You made your hate for this city clear 3 years ago. Why give me this warning?
I don't call anyone in Kirkwall an ally or even a good rival. But you have shown competence. The day comes when the Qun will demand an accounting. Until then, I will show respect to the most promising among you.
So you just leave the decoy laying around?
We did not make it easy. 3 Qunari died defending it. Enough to impart a sense of worth. If the real formula were at risk, the Qun would demand that we protect it to the last of us.
Any idea where we can find Javaris?
I heard about a sell-off. Merchant territories and such. They don't do that unless someone left in a hurry. I'd have figured he'd rooked some noble. He's sure not a burglar.
Just tell me where he is.
I haven't kept up on the squirt. Ask the coterie.
Panahedon, Hawk. I do not hope you die.
I'm with you.
There are still many refugees.
So you're a prince, are you?
That is apparently true.
There's doubt?
I've accepted the burden. That's all that matters. Why do you ask, guard captain?
The entitled types are always trouble.
In that case, I'm glad I don't count myself as one.
They never do.
That's not really my thing.
I had hoped prayer might cleanse me of the Desire Demon's touch, but I still hear her voice so clearly. I feel like I've bathed in filth that will never come off.
Wash behind the ears. Evil usually gets stuck there.
The demon didn't lie. I used to be bitterly jealous of my brother. I wanted to be prince. Now everything he had is mine. And he lies in ashes. I keep asking myself, do I want this because it's right? Or simply to have what I never thought I could?
Aren't you your parents' heir?
I'm the youngest son of 3. My parents were rather traditional. They wanted the heir and the spare, and I was left in the cold. They put me in the Chantry to prevent my competing with my brothers.
You seem very dedicated to the Chantry. You were put there against your will?
At first. But it was the best thing that could have happened. I was a wild boy, a shame to my family. The Chantry made me a man. It's odd. When I wanted to rule, I would have been terrible at it. Now that I might be decent, I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
It's the wisdom not to want power that lets you use it wisely.
You didn't feel what that demon stirred in me. It cannot be right to lead any army to Starkhaven with such doubt in my heart. I owe you more than I can say, Hawke. I will offer my service to you here before I move on.
I can think of a few services for you to perform.
What? Why are you smiling like... Oh. Oh my. That's not what I meant. I think I need to pray. A lot.
I think this is yours.
My grandfather's bow, but where did you get it?
One of the Flint Company men did some looting. I figured I'd return the favor.
Thank you. It's hard to mourn the loss of a thing while my family lies dead. But I did think of it.
What's the story behind that bow?
As the youngest son, it was my place to lead Starkhaven's militia. But I never had a talent for swordplay. Too much getting hit. My grandfather said the bow is the wise man's weapon. You can defend your city without opening its gates. Grandfather said the day I could pull the string on his bow, it would be mine.
Then why didn't you have it with you?
I was 13 when my grandfather made me that promise. I would rise at dawn to practice my shots until I could hit the eye slit of a helmet from the top of the ramparts. But my parents pledged me to the Chantry before I could show him.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was a man of the world, Prince of Starkhaven. But he had the most unshakable faith in the Maker. When my parents threatened to pledge me to the Chantry, he told me he'd gladly trade his title for a life of contemplation. The Maker ordained a place for each of us, I remember him saying. We have only to serve.
I'm sorry I never got a chance to meet them. To save them.
I know. You're a true friend, Hawke. You brought me this to remember and honor them. But if I could bring back our lowest servant by snapping it in half, I'd do it without regrets.
Maker, give me strength.
So, choir boy, this usurper of yours is, 20 feet tall? Not even close, no. But he has claws for hands, right? Fingers. Perfectly normal ones. If a little fat, perhaps. He eats babies, though, and farts fire. You're not serious, I hope. You can't even pretend to be interesting, can you?
I'm told your expedition did quite well. Bravo.
More trouble than commerce in this place.
I used to frequent places like this. The number of times my parents had the servants drag me home.
I was hoping you'd come. You did so much for my Fainriel already, but... I visited him among the people, but he turned me away. I know the demons still plague him. And now they've taken him. 2 days ago, Fainriel went into a nightmare and hasn't returned.
He can't be woken up?
The Keeper says he is near death. His lips still fog a mirror, but that is all.
Surely there are mages who can pursue him in the Fade.
I have contacted Keeper Marithari. The Dalish have an ancient ritual that might help, but it requires someone Fainriel trusts to enter the Fade to free him.
I have braved the Fade before. Perhaps I can aid him.
You have been so kind to us. Fainriel thinks of you as a true friend. Marithari is coming to perform the ritual that will bring Fainriel back. His childhood things here will help anchor him.
Perhaps this is something best left to the Circle.
Enter the Fade. Hawke, don't do this. The Golden City was corrupted from such folly.
I've already called for the Keeper. We need to begin the ritual as quickly as possible. Would you like to stay here or return when she arrives?
This is too urgent to delay.
You have been far kinder than I had any right to expect.
I came quickly, Ariane. I did not wish to tell you by letter how grave your son's situation is. The magic he possesses makes him what the Tevinters called Somniari, a dreamer. Dreamers have the power to control the beyond, what humans call the Fade. Fainriel is the first in 2 ages to survive.
Why are they so rare?
Dreamers have great power in the Fade. They attract demons. Luckily, most prove too frail of mind to survive a demon's possession. A dreamer abomination would be near unstoppable.
What can a dreamer do?
Dreamers are unique for their ability to enter the Fade at will, without the aid of Lyrium. In the Fade, they can shape dreams, and even affect the world beyond the Veil. Tevinter Somniari used to enter the minds of sleepers, and slay them in their dreams.
Is there a difference between the Beyond and the Fade?
They are the same. By either name, the Fade is the realm of spirits, Thedas' heart, while the mortal realm is its strong arm. The demons who live there covet the bodies of mortals and seek to possess them. Only mages ever touch the Fade in a waking state. Others see it in dreams.
What exactly are we going to do here?
The elves of the Dales were experts in the Somniari arts. They could even help those with no power enter the Fade. I have done my best to recreate the ritual. We will use Feynriel's childhood home as a focus to draw him back through the veil.
Just send me into the Fade.
I told you her courage was legendary.
Now, Ariane, please excuse us. We must prepare.
Oh, of course.
There is more, I must tell you, that is not for her ears.
Is Feynriel in danger?
Indeed. And the danger may not come from what you think. Feynriel cannot become an abomination. The destruction he would cause is unimaginable. If you cannot save him from the demons, you must kill him yourself. A death in the Fade will make him what your circle calls tranquil. He will be no threat after.
I will not let him become a danger.
I wish you luck. Now, gather a team, and we will begin. Choose carefully, for all will face temptation.
I cannot join you in this. The Fade is no place for men of faith.
I can't imagine what aid I could offer in a realm of dreams and magic.
I admit, I'm a little fascinated.
Let us begin.
Is this the Fade? But it is so like the world.
Come! Feynriel must be trapped further in.
It's rare to see two forgotten magics in one day. It's usually a slow place, the Fade. Not many surprises. I wasn't sure I'd like this one, but it has potential.
I never thought demons were the chit-chat types.
Call me Torpor. I have a proposition that might interest you.
I will not give in to temptation, fiend.
Have it your way.
That's it, Fenriel. Hard on the downstroke, then lift. Good. I'll have you scribing all my letters soon. If I'd known you were such a brave lad, I'd have brought you into the business years ago.
Does that mean I can come with you to Antitha, Father? Mother said maybe this summer. Right, Mother?
Your father never wanted anything to do with you. Don't trust him.
Why are you lying to me?
Don't listen, son. She's always been ashamed of you. She wanted you gone, so she could go back to the dailies. I'm the one who loves you.
But why can't I remember you?
It's not your father, Fenriel. You're trapped in the Fade by a demon.
A demon? No. No, I want this.
Then remember this is who took away them.
Only thing you ever wanted.
Ah!
You turned him against me.
Complete accident. I was trying to help, honest.
Take away my pets, and I'll take away yours. How loyal are these friends you drag into the Fade? Would your pirate queen stay if the open water beckoned? What do you say, sweetheart? A two-mast brigantine, square main topsail, 100 well-built lads to answer your every whim. I know you've been looking for a stiff masthead.
This is a demon, Isabella. Don't let it tempt you.
Well, if it wasn't a demon, I wouldn't think it could grant wishes.
The Siren's Call 2 awaits in Kirkwall Harbor. I'll be under the firs in the captain's quarters.
I like big boats. I cannot lie.
Piece of cake! That's enough!
More of them ahead!
My people, I present to you our hope. His features may mark him as human, but in his heart beats the blood of the Dales. He came to us to learn his heritage, to release the power from a lineage as ancient as our race.
I don't know what to say.
That's not the Keeper, Feynriel. Demons can take on other forms.
He lies. The first Enchanter is a pawn of the Templars.
No. Silence, demon! Weren't you? Keeper Marethari warned me of this. You're not the Keeper. Mother's people have no circle, but they don't consort with demons.
You? Why did you interfere?
With my power joined to his, Feynriel would have changed the world.
Have you ever seen an abomination? They are ugly.
You put such stock in appearances. Perhaps that is why your friend's loyalty only goes skin deep. You think this dwarf would turn down an opportunity to seize a power unknown to his kind? What do you say, storyteller? It's chafed, has it not? Making your brother the hero of your own tale?
A hero? Bartrand betrayed us.
And came away with the treasure of the ages. With my aid, you would have emerged with the glory, not tarnished silver and flesh wounds.
That's what you've got. Join me and you too can be a backstabbing bastard.
I always wanted to wipe that smirk off his face.
Let's do this nice and formal, then.
You'd think the Templars would feel some kinship with the Guardsmen. This is not the order Wesley showed me.
I can't spend another moment in this place. The screaming. Everywhere, all I hear are the nightmares of people dying, fleeing, gnawing their own arms off to escape. This is a world of monsters. And they all want me. Please, help me escape. Help me die.
If I kill you here, I only destroy your mind. You will become a Tranquil.
I was afraid of that for so long. I can't even remember why. To live. To sleep without dreaming. To never hear a demon's whisper. It is a blessing as great as standing at the Maker's side.
It is unpleasant and difficult, but it is right.
Do it. Put the knife in my heart.
Close your eyes, Feynriel. You won't ever see the Fade again.
Thank you.
Feynriel is Tranquil. I'm sorry.
Tranquil? But he said he would rather die than become a walking statue. Oh, my boy. What did you do to him?
It is a horrible fate. But sometimes the tribe must be weighed against one man's suffering.
It was Feynriel's choice to not live with temptation.
No. I must go to him. Maybe it's not too late.
That cannot have been an easy choice. Thank you for making it.
I don't know what came over me. I thought I was immune to silver-tongued promises.
Does this mean I'm not getting my ship? Bugger it all.
Your friends awakened here some time ago. We all have weaknesses the demons find. You made the right choice with Fainriel. This book belonged to the last dreamer of our tribe. It has a rare magic beyond price. Please, accept it with my gratitude.